Okay, hey there guys. So today's war we're up against Paolo. So my team actually changed right before joining war. There was just a little mishap or like miscommunication, and so my champions ended up changing. So I ended up getting an extra fight, so I felt it was worth posting this today. It's going to be a little bit shorter of a war again. Most of my wars have been around that like 4 to 5 range. Haven't really gone over 5 I think yet. But this war is actually pretty fun. It has one fight that I thought was really cool in it, so I'm excited for that one. I'm going to throw on the invulnerability boost because I hadn't bought one on this reset for the store. I had one in overflow, so I was very willing to use it here just to try to keep our deaths low. We need to try to get for all those attack bonuses we can. So I have this Conduit, Masochism over time, Magneto. I had already put on the white Magneto pre-fight, and that'll just make it so that way I can parry him every time. Technically, I could have gone in without it, and again, Archangel has the ability where he bypasses ability accuracy reduction, and right there I'm just going for all those reparries because I have the 2 bleeds. I have I think it's a 50% chance to get a poison per blocked hit, so I was just going for the reparries just to really try to get my neurotoxins going at the start. After that, I stopped going for the reparries because I would have been okay getting a heavy mainly for bleeds to try to like get more poisons easily after that, but I was just getting poisons really luckily there, and so I was just building neuros really quick. This is that, I mean, I guess it's not too new anymore. It was or actually, is this still new? Shoot, what season was that, man? So it's that slopped armor and masochism over time. So I don't want to let him get his armors. I want to try to either bait out his power gain or something early on the fight, kind of like I just did. But that was actually not intentional. I was trying just to go for the parries to get the neuros, because that's the 2 strategies. You could just try to bait a heavy like immediately, because it goes power gain, fury, armor up. So you could try to do it like that, or just get your neurotoxins on like I just did, and now the fight is pretty much under control. Each neurotoxin's minus ability accuracy, and bleeds also lower masochism timer, or chance. And at this point, yeah, the fight's pretty much there, so I'm just blocking that hit, just taking it nice and slow. And just finishing him off with a combo after that special. Pretty simple fight there. That fight can get... that node can become an issue. I've seen it. Depending on if they're like really weird, and Conduit and Masochism have a really bad bug right now, where if they shrug off, I think it's a Masochism debuff specifically, they'll permanently heal throughout the fight. But even if I had that bug, Archangel would just shut it off because of neurotoxins. Plus, they don't really heal off that, I don't think. So here, obviously, I'm not going to use the Archangel, but I do have Nebula for this fight. This is the fight that I wasn't originally going to take, but then I get to take it. And someone down my side had a spare white Magneto, so he was offering to place. I was told to put on Suicides. I had just asked if I should put on Suicides, like, oh no. Apparently he meant just for the Archangel stuff, so I'm gonna have to go throw on Suicides in just a second here. So I'm gonna put on the Suicides for this fight, and I'm also gonna kind of keep them on for the next Archangel fight. I was told like Suicides on for Nebula and not Suicides for Archangel, but I didn't want to take them off for just for the next fight, so I just leave them on, because I'll be honest, I only had the one more Archangel fight after this upcoming Nebula fight, so I did not want to take them off after that. I'll just probably grind out some arena tonight with the Suicides on before I place, because I'll have the extra day off as well. So I was told a little, not like a major game plan for this fight, but they're like, oh, you don't have Proxima, so you don't start with your charges, and you probably shouldn't parry. So I went for the advanced power boost so I could get up to my SP3. So I had 2 trains of thoughts. The one is, I should have just checked his abilities just to make sure, but I couldn't remember 100% if this would work. I wanted to get to my 10 shocks, so I 100% shut him down. And then I want to, so that way I don't have to worry about buffet. And then I want that to make his armor ups fail from the transition of phases, because right, that's how he gains his armor ups, either from parrying while in the blue, or anytime his phase switches naturally, he gains an armor up. So right here, I don't care about block damage, I'm just getting up to 10. My ability accuracy doesn't shut down that glancing, But as you can see, he didn't gain an armor up there, and I'm like, okay, good, good, good. So now here, I just have to wait just a little bit longer. And right there, he doesn't gain an armor up, so I go for that reparry, but to get the 20th charge, but he actually throws the heavy. Right here, I get that parry off, and I'm able to throw my SP2, finishes before his charges come back through, so the SP2 final hit that doubles doesn't glance. And that was my plan for that fight. And I executed it almost perfectly. If it wasn't for that missed reparry where he decides to go for the heavy, that would have been like just the execute. You know, it's like you think about like how you want your fight to go beforehand, and then something goes wrong. That fight, just the AI played with me right, and the ability interactions worked how I expected them to. So it was very, very nice. Very, very nice. I was really happy with how that fight went. My other plan, if he was still getting his armor ups, would have just been to throw my SP3, and I was just going to go like that. For this here, I was a little bit worried about the disorients making me fail, because Archangel's a little bit weird sometimes with the disorients is what I remembered, but I guess maybe they fixed that and I didn't realize it, because this fight I don't fail any single parries, and that mole man is down. I left the suicides on, so it was super, super fast. 20 seconds. All of my fights were really fast. I'll be 100% honest, I was kind of tempted to try to steal 2 fights here. I had been joking about stealing my officer's Super Skrull fight, and then I realized, like, hey, I have Nebula. Nebula can definitely take a Mangog with a Power Start 1. Oh, also, I left the... Oh, my phone was acting so weird today on text. It was so weird. I also left that Power Start 1 on instead of switching back to an invul for that Mole Man, because I wanted the ability to throw my SP1 early into the fight in case of the block charges plus the disorient charges were really making me take a lot of block damage. As you can see, I finished my war very, very quick today. BG1 is over halfway through, and we're just waiting on like one person for a final push, I think, and then we'll knock down most of the rest of the map. So my BG is already almost done, and it's a pretty solid clear so far. We're over halfway, no deaths, so that's a good look so far. I'll have to wait and see how the rest of the war goes, because there's still so much left. I mean, it's just about 250 fights left. Like, it's a lot of fights left. I'm happy with my start, though. I was happy with this war. I hope your guys' war has a good start as well, and I'm glad I got this video out nice and early. I hope you guys have a good one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.